Here it is, everybody. The moment you've all been waiting for. The official 2019 upgrade is finally complete. I'm not going to drag out this little intro too much because, well, I'm Q. You know why I do it. So here it is. You know me, I always follow through. The life and times of 2019 with Retro Q. Enjoy. So as promised, we have the fabled, legendary new 2019 setup. This one is the good shit. This is what I've been working on for the last, I don't know, 2 weeks or so. It's been a trip. It's been some good shit. I can't wait. It's gonna be nice to get it all going. But let me just give you a quick overview of what we had before. Originally, there was an old small desk just in that corner, and we had a TV stand with a 50-inch 1080p TV here. This, of course, is my big bad Buddha bag. It's basically a 6-foot wide memory foam bag with faux Italian fur. It's amazing. You sit on it, it's the best thing ever. And I'd sit in front of my TV, play my games, my console, whatever it was. But I decided I'm going to set it up differently. So let's run through the whole new 2019 setup. Because, as promised, I've already set it up. I've already followed through with what I wanted to do. So, anyway, naturally, first off, we've got the three big bad boys there. We'll get to the specifics now in a minute. But there's a reason for each one of them. But let's go. First, we got two nice little desks. We got two of them, the same one, side to side. I would actually have liked a third one, but I don't have the space for it because I underestimated how much space this would actually take up. I wanted a little bit more, but it doesn't matter. We make do anyway. PC, nice one, big bad boy, just under here. Mess of cables, as you always see. Everything is a fairly clean setup, like any PC really. But when you think about it, clean setups are only clean on the top. As any PC gamer knows, underneath your desk, you don't look, because that's where the real shit is. Anyway, we'll go through the whole setup. First off, we have the recently replaced Xbox One X, the most powerful console in the world, he says semi-sarcastically, because there's really only two things to play on it: the Master Chief Collection and Halo 5. The PS4 Pro, well, not much to say about that. It's for PS4 exclusives, obviously, or games that only comes out on console. Although technically now that I have the X, I should buy them on that too. Well, I didn't buy Kingdom Hearts 3 on it. I got that on the Pro, but whatever, it doesn't matter. We have our 5.1 Dolby Digital surround sound everywhere. It's spaced out around the room as well. Another speaker there, center. We saw the others. The rest are around behind me too. Because, well, we want high quality 5.1 digital audio from naturally what we do with the consoles here. Moving along, we have our new 4K AMD FreeSync 60 Hz monitor. Now this one is I shouldn't say only. This one is primarily for the consoles. I bought this with the intention of just using it for the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro. Now, there is a display port on there as well, and it is connected up to my PC, which I can use at whatever time. If I'm streaming or whatever on, say, from the consoles or, from the PC, I can use it for a stream chat or monitoring the stream, whatever it is. But it's good. It's good. I didn't go ultra high end on this because the main focus was the consoles. So realistically, the consoles are at best 4K 60. So I went with 4K 60. I didn't want to go too high end and get something with HDR because that was going to cost a lot more. And realistically, it's not worth it. If I was buying a top end PC 4K monitor, I would have went considerably higher. But anyway, it also has AMD FreeSync, which is important for the consoles because naturally console frame rate is kind of shaky in some aspects. So it does help with it, at least in part. Center speaker, the usual. We don't need much about that. That Xbox controller, Xbox One Elite controller, because of course you do. My headset or headphones is what I use to primarily play stuff. I use them while I'm streaming because I'd rather use excellent quality noise cancelling stereo headphones than a gamer headset or anything like that. So, I can't really say much about it from there. Anyway, we'll move on to what we got next. So next up we move over to the PC side of it. Actually, before, now that I think about it, we do got two subwoofers under here. Again, ignore the mess of cables that you do not see because, well, They're optical illusions. We got two subwoofers there. We got the big one, this bad boy here. This is our 5.1 surround sound one. And we have the other one, which is the smaller one for the PC, but it's very high quality because naturally it's a Bose stereo setup. It's you could almost call it a simulated surround sound because, well, I won't get into the details of it, but yeah, it's you know what it is. You know what it is. So the PC side of it, naturally, as a PC gamer, as a PC elitist, as a glorious card-carrying member of the glorious PC gaming master race, we have RGB. Because of course we do. Because what kind of PC setup would this be without RGB? It's scientifically proven on two different fronts. The more RGB you have, one, the bigger your dick is, and two, well, your PC just runs faster the more you have it. So naturally, I've had the Corsair K95, non-platinum, it came out before the platinum one. I've had that since I got this PC, since I built it a few years ago, 2016. But just recently, with the addition to this setup, I got myself an MM800. And this thing is glorious. Not only does it look brilliant, and well, it just looks gorgeous. But at the same time, the surface, when actually using the mouse, oh, ever so smooth, ever so, ooh, woo lad, so good, so good. We have the usual. This is the monitor I've been using for a few years. The ROG Swift, the Asus, what is it, PG278Q, I think it is. 1440p, 120 hertz. Can overclock to 140 hertz, but I use 120 because I don't want to overclock it and drop the contrast and brightness just to get the extra little frame rate. G-Sync module equipped because of course it is. You're an idiot if you don't run a G-Sync equipped monitor with a high-end GPU. I don't know how I can get that into some people's minds. We all know what this is. It's nothing new. You've all seen me through it a few times, much to your own detriment or whatever. Oh, what is Catherine pointing to? What is this? Wait a minute. That's not on Steam. I didn't buy any games on the Epic Store. Well, I guess we'll have to live and let live. But before we go on, these are my speakers. These are the ones I was talking about. These are the PC speakers. It's USB. All the sound is processed through the actual the subwoofer and all because that's where everything is housed. It's got the sub. It's got the array speaker. There's two speakers in there. It's the projecting thing. There's another one on the other side as well. So the sound quality on it is phenomenal. Of course, it's Bose as you'd expect. We got our little touch controls and whatnot. That's touch on and off. That's the volume for it. Has input and output. That's going to come into play in a little while when I explain about that. We got the Stream Deck. Of course we do because Stream Decks are beast mode and always fun. Oh my god. Maybe I shouldn't have recorded this at 4K as a test because it shows up dust. Even though I just cleaned it the other day. God damn it. A second Xbox One X Elite controller. Why do I call it Xbox One X? A second Xbox One Elite controller. This is my PC one. This is my console one. Because, what am I going to do? Use a normal one? Come on. Relegated to the back here, as it was pretty much all it deserves, is the Nintendo Switch. We will get to that further on now in a minute. Logitech G502 Optimus Core, I believe. It's not the new one. The new one is the RGB one. It's a G502 as well. Oh no, Optimus Core is the new one. This is the Proteus Core. I believe the Optimus Core is the exact same, just has RGB. Anyway, moving along. Still on the PC side of it, we've got the Blue Yeti, which I'm tempted to replace because it's given me a little bit of a buzz and a little bit of a pain with all that. But it'll do for now. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, that's it for the PC side of it. Actually, just because it's technically PC as well, we got ourselves. I got this at Comic-Con. Some guy made these. They're like flame etched into wood. It's good stuff. I like it. It's technically Fallout 76. Because all the stuff he was selling were Fallout 76 ones. But, I mean, I grew up playing original Fallout. I grew up playing Fallout 2, playing Fallout Tactics. To an extent, Fallout 3, Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas. So, you know what? To me, it's any of the above, except for Fallout 76. So, anyway, we have the PC side of it. Let's move on to our last side of it. The little guy in the corner that would probably get overlooked. So moving on to our little last guy in the corner we have here. This is a 24-inch 1080p 60Hz monitor. Two HDMI inputs because I don't need anything crazy. It's IPS because, well, I want the colors. This isn't IPS because naturally, as anyone who actually knows anything about technology, is that most people will just say, oh, IPS is superior, it's the best, it's the best, it's the best. Wrong. 100% wrong. If you want to play at blistering fast frame rates, like 100 FPS or above, you do not use an IPS panel because they have inferior response time. It is a TN panel. Yes, TN panels have lower color range, but because of the frame rate you're playing at and the refresh rate, the response time is the most important thing. Just like this, also not IPS, it's a VA panel, which is kind of halfway between both. It's got decent response time as well as decent colors. Better colors than a TN, not as good as IPS. Response time, better color or better response than an IPS, not as good as a TN. So it's 50-50. It's halfway between them basically. Anyway, that's kind of on a tangent. There was really no need for that. This one here, this little 24-inch 1080p 60 monitor with two HDMI inputs, is designed for retro stuff. Now, as you can see, I'm running the amazing piece of hardware that is a Super NT, the Analog Super NT on there at the moment. Can't wait to run the Analog Mega SG in 2 months when that finally gets out here. But the reason I have this monitor, the primary reason I got this bad boy, is that I can now sit here. It's the same with this technically, actually, because my original setup, it was awkward as shit to stream console games. But with this one, I can now sit here, play games very comfortably in this chair, this little gamer chair, if you will. I can sit here, right at my PC, easily monitor stream chat, do whatever I need to do, while comfortably, because this chair is beast, playing on here. Streaming on here. Very comfortably, very easily. That's a highly appealing setup to me. All we have here for all of that. Also, that's the modem, the router. No one needs to worry about that. My Elgato is also behind here, so it's easy to stream all this stuff. This is technically my retro monitor, if you will. I can plug the Super NT into it. I can plug my FrameMeister into it. I can plug anything like that in. I can plug in my Switch because the HDMI cable comes. I have it routed behind to go there. I can do all that stuff. So this is my retro one. If I want to stream a 360 game, this is where I do it. If I want to stream a PS3 game, this is where I do it. If I want to stream anything using the FrameMeister or whatever it is, basically anything that's not on PC, anything that's not on Xbox One X or PS4 Pro, this is where I do it. And this is why I have this whole setup. And it's so good. It's so good. I love it. Like I said, I did make one or two underestimations. I did think I would have a little bit more space. I could do with maybe, in a perfect world, it would be another like 12 inches, maybe 6 per desk. I could probably make do with maybe 6, but I can clearly fit this. Oh, I should also say as well, actually, I almost forgot. This one doesn't have speakers because that's okay to me. I'm fine with that. The main reason that I'm okay with that is because since it's primarily going to be used for streaming, it has a headphone jack output, aka an aux cable output or 3.5mm jack output, which will actually be going into my PC speakers. So if I want to play a game by myself or whatever, I don't need to worry about streaming or don't want to use headphones, the sound will come out through my PC speakers. If I am streaming or whatever, it's also got a little headphone jack on here. So I can feed it in directly into there. I have a jack cable behind me. That goes in here, headphones out, ease of volume control. It's amazing. It's going to be the best shit ever. So, anyway, that is the 2019 upgrades. I'm super happy with it. I'm so excited about it. It's going to allow so much more going forward, and it's going to be so good, so enjoyable. I'm really happy with how it turned out. On a scale of 1 to 10, with how it turned out, how happy I am, I'm going to give it a 9, just because I did mention that there was the 1 or 2 slight underestimations of size for a little bit. But overall, it's going to be beast. I can't wait to see what I do going forward. And honestly, I never thought I'd make this kind of setup upgrade or anything just for YouTube. I realize it's partially for myself, but at the same time, I mean, I just do this for fun. And this is going to enhance all of that. Between everyone's supporting on whatever video it is, leaving a comment, leaving a like, leaving a dislike, whatever it is, a tweet, anyone joining a live stream, whatever it is, shooting the shit with me while I'm playing whatever game, old, new, anything like that. You guys make this, and you're basically the reason why I did this. And it's going to be so good for me. Hopefully, it's going to be so good for you. And I just can't wait. Anyway, as always, I want to give everyone a super special thank you for no matter how long you've been with the channel. It doesn't matter to me if you've been here for one day, one video, one live stream, or if you've been down since the start, or anywhere in between. I thank everyone for this. It's been so good. I can't wait to see what's going on in 2019 and then some. Peace out, everyone. I'll see you next time. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. And yeah, peace out. We done.